Today we're going to be talking about translating expressions. And so just like with a foreign language, sometimes math has to be translated. What that means is, words can be translated into mathematical expressions. And mathematical expressions can also be translated into words. Just like Spanish can be translated to English, English can be translated to Spanish, we can do the same thing with words and mathematical language or mathematical expressions. So in order to help with how we can do that, I've come up with a pretty decent sized list of words and phrases that are usually associated with specific operations or specific things that we're meant to do. It's not exhaustive, so there are going to be some things on there that you'll come across that don't fit, and some of them overlap and go back and forth. But this at least is a good starting point for you to look at. So first off, we have words that are going to be in the addition operation. Okay, so words like plus or sum or increased by, more than, total, combined, together, added to. Something rose or climbed, older than, taller than, grew, gained, a fee, bigger than. All of those words, when you see them, can be keywords for you to know that you're needing to add. So this is going to be really helpful when we get to word problems. But it's a key just to help you know the operation we need to look at is addition. Now, sometimes, like I said, they can cross over back and forth just depending on how it's worded, but this is at least kind of a good general idea of what to do. There will be times when there are exceptions, as always, but at least it's a good starting point. So then we have subtraction. Okay, so words like difference, less than, subtracted from, minus, decreased by, less, younger than, shorter than, smaller than, fewer than, fail, dropped, borrowed, take away, lost, dive or dove. Okay, all of those are going to be subtraction. And then we have multiplication. These are words like of, times, multiplied by, product, twice, doubled, tripled, by, quadrupled, area, volume, per, each. All of those are going to fall into that multiplication category. You'll notice that there are some that overlap, especially between addition and subtraction, or between multiplication and division, because they're opposites of each other. So depending on how the word is used, it could go either way. So division is another one. This is going to be quotient divided by, half, quarter, separated into, over, per, each, out of, split, shared equally, a ratio of, percent, or a proportion. All of those give us the idea of division. Words that mean that something is equal, we're going to be using an equal sign. Is, results in, is the same as, equivalent to, are, was, were, will be, gives, yields, sold for. Okay. Anytime you see a number or an unknown, any of those could be a variable. Words that generally mean less than or less than or equal to. So that's these symbols, less than, or equal to. Words like at most, no more than, and maximum. Okay, opposite of that would be greater than, and greater than or equal to. So these symbols. At least, no less than, and a minimum. Okay, all of those words are going to generally mean to use those other, those symbols. And then also we have something that we call turnaround words. Than and from are your two turnaround words. And what happens with than and from is that most of the time when we read something, we read it and translate it left or right. I mean, exactly how it's read is how we translate it. But occasionally we have to flip the order of something. And that's when we have these words like than and from. Those words mean that we're going to switch the order of those things. And so this will make a little bit more sense as we do some practice problems in the next video.